Okay, so the question is most important thing a high school pitcher should focus on. And I think once you get into high school, and again, it kind of varies, I guess, depending on like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. But once you get into high school, for me, it's about starting to identify on certain things about yourself and your arm. Now, it's tough because a lot of the things that I talk about and a lot of things that I teach or coach are more towards advanced, like, hey, feel this force application into the backside and then internally rotate in your hip and your knee to transfer that energy. Whereas like high school people, freshmen, sophomores, like what? So I think when you do get into high school, the most important thing is obviously having fun with the game and really starting, not just starting, but like continuously enjoy the game and love the game, because I feel like that is going to fuel your desire to continuously improve and constantly work towards improvement. Because if you don't love it, dude, like that's your motivation towards getting better is going to be very low. But as far as like from a development side, I would encourage individuals to start like just start feeling out things, identifying, what works for them, what doesn't, get a good sense for your arm. What do you do that allows you to recover good? What do you do, whether it be like the most simple thing mechanically that you could do that is always, something that you can kind of think about and then bring back home in the sense of, when things are going haywire on the mound in a high school game, you can kind of just think of like that one little cue, and then zone back in. You know what I mean? So it's tough, dude, because I'm such a big advocate for like not overcomplicating things, but I know things that I've gone through in my development and my career. I really wanna like coach and instruct. So you guys that are listening to these types of talks don't have to go through it yourself. But you know I don't know if there's necessarily one most important. Obviously, like I said, I think the having fun part and you know allowing that to be your foundation for the why you play the game. That's kind of for me the most important, because that's just going to fuel other things, other positive things. But from a development side, man, is like I would encourage to just start kind of learning more about your body and learning about your arm, and discovering, I think, is the word that comes to my mind as far as like discover what's a good distance for you to throw at, discover what's a something that you do in your delivery that you can think about that brings about fluidity and athleticism and success. Discover certain weekly protocols that you can put in place to maximize your potential when you do have a game. So good question. I think hopefully the question was asked by a high school kid. But yeah, I think like I said, love the game, fall in love with it. Each and every day is a new opportunity to love it even more, and get better and improve. And like I said, with the word discover, I think discovery is huge, especially when you're at that age, man. Discover more about yourself. But again, don't we walk that fine line of like maybe too much discovery, over complex, well, over complicates the process, and it doesn't need to be that. So yeah, hopefully that made any sense at all. But there was good intentions. Best of luck to you.